Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money so easily, while others struggle no matter how hard they try? Why does abundance flow so naturally to a few, while scarcity feels like a constant companion for so many? The answer is simpler and more powerful than you might think, and it starts with one word: gratitude. Yes, gratitude, but not the kind you say out of politeness or habit. I'm talking about deep, intentional, vibrational gratitude, the kind that aligns your energy with the infinite flow of prosperity that already exists in the universe, the kind that tells God, the universe, source energy, I am open, I am ready, I already receive. You see, money is energy, abundance is a frequency, and your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are constantly sending signals out into the quantum field. The law of attraction doesn't respond to desperation or begging, it responds to alignment, and gratitude is the most powerful form of alignment you can activate. When you're grateful, you are telling the universe, I trust, I believe, I know that more is coming, and I celebrate what I have. That vibration, pure, loving, receptive, is magnetic. It pulls prosperity to you. It opens the channels of receiving. It activates wealth in the unseen so that it can appear in the seen. But here's the problem. Most people don't understand the energetic mechanics of gratitude. They only say thank you after they receive. They wait for the manifestation, the deposit, the opportunity, and then maybe they express appreciation. But by then it's too late. Because gratitude is not just a reaction. Gratitude is a cause. Gratitude is a creator. When you learn to be grateful in advance, when you thank the universe before the money arrives, before the promotion comes, before the unexpected check appears, you're doing something most people never dare to do. You're stepping into the vibration of already having, and that vibration changes everything. The universe is constantly scanning your energy, responding not to your words but to your emotional state. You can say all the affirmations you want, but if you're vibrating in fear or doubt, you're blocking the very abundance you crave. Gratitude, however, shifts your state instantly. It calms the nervous system. It grounds you in sufficiency. It reminds your subconscious that you are safe, supported, and surrounded by blessings, even when your physical reality hasn't fully caught up yet. And here's the secret. When you practice this kind of gratitude, when you give thanks for the money that hasn't arrived yet, for the opportunities that are still on the way, for the financial miracles that are forming behind the scenes, you're not just imagining, you're aligning. You're speaking the language the universe understands: certainty, faith, expansion. So ask yourself right now, what would it feel like to live in that energy? Not once in a while, but every single day. To wake up feeling abundant before checking your bank account. To go to bed feeling blessed even before the results show up. That is the state of the master manifester. That is the vibration that attracts wealth with ease. And that's what we're going to explore together in this video. Because once you understand how to truly activate the power of gratitude, you won't need to chase money. Money will find you. You'll stop begging and start receiving. You'll stop trying to force things to happen and instead allow the universe to surprise you in ways more generous and unexpected than you ever imagined. So stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal next will show you exactly how to use gratitude as your gateway to financial freedom. And trust me, once you start living from this vibration, there's no going back. Before we continue, take a moment and lock in this energy. Let the vibration of gratitude settle into your body, into your breath, into your very being. Right now, your energy is open, receptive, aligned, and that's the perfect moment to declare your truth to the universe. Type in the comments below, I am prosperous. Yes, write it, feel it, own it. This is more than a sentence. It's an activation, a signal, a vibrational stamp that tells the universe, I'm aligned, I'm ready, I'm already in the frequency of abundance. Every time someone types it, that ripple gets stronger. Your declaration becomes part of the collective momentum we're building together. And let's be clear, this isn't just another video. What you've begun to access here is the kind of awareness that most people live their entire lives without ever touching. You've just been handed a key to unlock your next level of prosperity. And every word from here forward has the power to transform not just your mindset, but your entire financial reality. That's why this moment matters. That's why it's essential to protect this frequency and stay connected to this content. Click the like button and subscribe to the channel now, because what you're receiving here is not being shared everywhere. This is rare, high-frequency guidance created to accelerate your abundance and awaken your divine power to attract money through alignment, not effort. Every new video deepens your wealth vibration. Every message you hear here reinforces your truth as a magnet for prosperity. The universe doesn't wait, and neither should you, because what you do right now determines what you manifest next, and you're just getting started. Now let's go even deeper, because to truly activate the energy of gratitude and multiply your wealth, you need to understand something fundamental that almost no one is taught growing up. Money is not just paper, numbers, or metal. Money is energy. It's pure, flowing, responsive energy. And once you begin to see it that way, your entire relationship with abundance will change. Money isn't cold or distant. It isn't limited. It isn't something you have to chase, fight for, or manipulate your way into. It's vibration. It's frequency. It's spiritual substance that responds to the energy you radiate. This is why two people can work the same job, have the same background, and yet experience completely different realities with money. One constantly lives in scarcity, always struggling. The other attracts unexpected income, ease, and growth. The difference? Vibration. When you emit the frequency of fear, worry, desperation, or resentment, especially about money, you are sending out a vibrational command to the universe that says, "I do not trust, I do not feel supported, I do not believe I am safe." And the law of attraction, which is always working, responds to that signal with absolute precision. It mirrors it. It multiplies it. So your outer world continues to reflect inner beliefs of lack, regardless of how hard you work. But here's the shift. When you begin to see money as energy and your own thoughts and feelings as part of that energetic equation, you reclaim your power. You realize that your bank account doesn't just reflect what you do. It reflects who you are energetically. And the fastest way to shift that energy: gratitude. Gratitude is the vibrational frequency of receiving. It's the emotional signal that tells the universe, "I already have, I already am, I already receive." When you feel grateful, not only for what is visible, but for what is becoming, you align your energy with abundance instead of lack. You raise your vibration to match the energy of wealth. And that is, when things begin to move, opportunities appear, money flows. The universe opens doors that logic can't explain. But let me be clear, this is not about positive thinking in a shallow way. This is about energetic alignment at the core of your being. Money is not separate from you. It's an extension of the energy you hold within. If your dominant emotional state is fear, doubt, shame, or anger, you are repelling prosperity without even realizing it. You are sending a subtle but powerful signal that says, "I am not open to receive." And we do this all the time. When we check our accounts and feel stress, when we pay bills with resentment, when we talk about money as if it's a burden, when we compare ourselves to others and feel like we're behind, every one of those moments is a broadcast, a vibrational message that shapes your reality. But now you're becoming aware, and awareness is the first key to freedom. Because when you recognize that money is energy, and that energy responds to your frequency, you stop blaming circumstances. You stop feeling like a victim of your financial reality. You start becoming a deliberate creator. So let me ask you, what energy are you transmitting to money? What feeling do you hold in your body when you think about finances? Is it tension or is it trust? Is it contraction or is it expansion? Is it fear or is it flow? Because here's the truth. Money flows to where it feels welcome. Just like a person, money is attracted to appreciation, openness, and warmth. When you are grateful for money, even before it arrives, you create an energetic field that says, "This is a safe place for abundance to land." And abundance always flows to where it's celebrated. Gratitude is the ultimate invitation for wealth. It's not just an emotion, it's an energetic portal. When you live in gratitude, you stop asking, "How will it come?" And you start declaring, "It's already on its way." That shift may seem small, but energetically it's everything. And yes, even when you're in a difficult situation, when money feels tight, when things look uncertain, that's when the power of gratitude becomes even more potent. Because it's easy to be grateful when everything is working. But when you choose to be grateful in the midst of contrast, you prove to the universe that your vibration is stronger than your circumstances. You become a match for miracles. Money is energy. Gratitude is alignment. And the two together create a force so magnetic that your life cannot help but begin to shift. You'll notice the synchronicities, the random payments, the job offers, the ideas, the referrals, the debt being resolved faster than expected. But more than anything, you'll notice how different you feel, how grounded, how peaceful, how open. Because when you vibrate in gratitude, you no longer need to manipulate reality. You simply allow it to match your energy. Now, let's anchor this truth within your subconscious right now. In the comments, write this powerful declaration. Money is energy. Gratitude is my magnet. Let these words echo in your field. Let your body receive them. Let your vibration rise to meet them. Because what comes next is where we take this truth and apply it in a way that transforms not only how you think about money, but how it flows to you, through you, and for you, every single day, starting now. Let's now uncover one of the biggest reasons why so many people unknowingly block the flow of abundance in their lives. And this is something that happens so subtly, so automatically, that most don't even realize they're doing it. It's not about how much you work, it's not about your level of education or even the size of your paycheck. It's about your emotional relationship with money, specifically how you react to it in everyday situations. Because one of the most damaging habits that sabotages your prosperity is something so common, so socially accepted, that you might have never questioned it. It's the habit of complaining. Yes, complaining about bills, complaining about prices, complaining about how everything is expensive, about how money disappears, about how nothing is ever enough. Every time you open a bill and your first thought is frustration, you are sending out a vibrational signal that says, I don't want this, I resent this, I am not in harmony with this exchange. And that signal does not go unnoticed. The universe hears you, and it matches your energy with more reasons to feel frustrated. But that's not all. Complaining doesn't just repel abundance energetically, it actually wires your brain into scarcity. Every time you focus on what's lacking, your brain strengthens that pattern. Your thoughts become your beliefs, and those beliefs begin to shape your reality. So when you consistently affirm, money is tight, I can't afford that, bills are killing me, you are not just stating a fact, you are reinforcing a vibrational truth that becomes your lived experience. And this doesn't only happen with spoken words, it also happens with emotional reactions. How do you feel when you make a payment? Do you feel a pinch in your chest, a tightening in your stomach, a flash of resentment or fear? Those micro-emotions are energetic messages. They're saying to money, I don't enjoy this, I don't want more of this. And money, being energy, responds accordingly. Here's another hidden sabotage, feeling guilty when you spend, especially on yourself. How often do you buy something and immediately feel a pang of guilt? Maybe it's a coffee, a dinner, a course, a gift. You tell yourself, I shouldn't have done that, or I need to be more careful, or this was too much. That guilt becomes a signal of unworthiness. It tells the universe, I don't fully believe I deserve this. And when that message is repeated often enough, you begin to attract situations that reflect exactly that. Unexpected expenses, loss of income, missed opportunities. But let's be honest, the root of this pattern isn't the money itself. It's the lack of gratitude in the moment of transaction. Because when you approach every payment with gratitude, something shifts. When you say, thank you, universe, for the money that allows me to pay this, or I bless this exchange because it's part of my abundant life, you transform a moment of fear into a moment of empowerment. You open the channel again, you signal trust, not resistance, and the universe flows to where there is trust. This is why we say, who complains repels, who gives thanks attracts. It's not a metaphor, it's a vibrational law. Every complaint is like a wall between you and your abundance. Every thank you is like a bridge. And every time you choose gratitude instead of resentment, you are stepping closer to a life of effortless flow. Now think about your recent experiences with money. What was the last payment you made? What emotion did you feel? How often do you find yourself talking about money from a place of lack instead of possibility? These small moments carry big energy, and when repeated daily, they form the foundation of your financial reality. The good news? You can change it now. You don't need to have more money to stop complaining. You need to have more awareness. And that awareness begins with a decision to turn every complaint into a blessing, to meet every transaction with trust, to see every bill as proof that you are living, receiving, participating in the flow of energy. Next time you Receive a bill, don't react with stress. React with gratitude. Say to yourself, this means I'm trusted. This means I'm alive. This means I have resources. Next time you spend money, don't feel guilty. Feel expansive. Say, this money is coming back to me multiplied. Make these affirmations your new normal. Make gratitude your financial habit. Because here's the truth, your energy in the moment of giving determines your ability to receive. And when you give with fear, you block the return. But when you give with love, with gratitude, with trust in the divine cycle of abundance, you invite a flood of blessings back into your life. Now I want you to make this shift real, right here, right now. In the comments below, write this powerful new truth to rewire your vibration. I bless every payment, and money flows back to me multiplied. Let it be your declaration. Let it be your anchor. Let the universe see that you are no longer choosing fear, you are choosing gratitude. And this single decision might be the one that opens the doors to the abundance you've been waiting for. Now that you've recognized how complaining, guilt, and emotional resistance push abundance away, we need to shift our attention to the most powerful tool you have for rewriting your financial story, the subconscious mind. This is where real transformation begins. Because no matter how much you desire more money or think about abundance consciously, if your subconscious programming is rooted in scarcity, you'll keep attracting situations that reflect that lack. The subconscious mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant into it, through repetition, emotion, and belief, will grow. It doesn't care if what you're planting is good or bad, abundant or limited. It accepts everything without question, and it reproduces those patterns in your reality, which means that the thoughts and feelings you repeat daily are becoming your energetic signature. This is why daily gratitude is not just a feel-good practice. It's a tool of profound reprogramming. It shifts your internal landscape. It dissolves limiting beliefs and replaces them with a higher frequency of worthiness, trust, and expansion. You begin to tell your subconscious a new story, that you are abundant, that money flows to you, that you are always supported by the universe. Let's bring some science into this. Neuroscience has shown us that the brain is neuroplastic. It can form new neural pathways at any age. That means the more you engage in the emotional practice of gratitude, the more you wire your brain for joy, confidence, security, and financial well-being. Each time you express gratitude for something related to money, you create a new pathway in your brain that reinforces abundance. And the more often you walk that path, the stronger and more automatic it becomes. Over time, this rewiring creates a shift in identity. You no longer just want to be wealthy. You start to believe, feel, and act like someone who already is. Gratitude becomes the bridge between your current self and the prosperous version of you that already exists in the quantum field. Because in the energetic realm, what you consistently feel and embody becomes your point of attraction. Think about it. When you say, I'm grateful for the money that's already coming to me, you are no longer aligned with lack. You're not trying to chase wealth. You're inviting it. You're becoming a vibrational match for it. The universe recognizes that signal. And because the law of attraction is always responding to frequency, not words, it begins to arrange people, events, and opportunities that reflect your new dominant energy. And it doesn't take hours of meditation or intense effort. It takes emotional sincerity and consistency. When you wake up and say, thank you for the financial freedom that is already mine, you are planting that vibration in your subconscious. When you write it out at night, feel it in your body, and carry it into your dreams, you are programming your energy field to expect wealth, not someday, but now. Gratitude also neutralizes the inner resistance that keeps people stuck. Fear, doubt, guilt, shame, all of these are low frequencies. But gratitude elevates you above them. It doesn't just raise your vibration, it stabilizes it. It gives you an energetic foundation to stand on. And from that foundation, wealth can finally enter, not as a fluke, but as your new normal. This is why I say, gratitude is not just a practice, it's a portal. It opens the doorway between your conscious desires and your subconscious programming. It aligns your thoughts with your energy, and your energy with divine truth. The truth that abundance is your birthright, that money is not separate from you, that you are not here to struggle, you are here to expand. Now imagine how powerful it becomes when gratitude is no longer something you do, but something you live. When every transaction becomes a celebration, when every dollar feels like a sign that the universe is working for you, when even the smallest financial moment is treated as sacred. That kind of mindset shifts your entire energetic field. And it's not just internal. You'll start noticing real-world changes, random payments, unexpected income, new clients, financial clarity, aligned ideas. It may start subtly, but as your vibration strengthens, the outer world will respond in more visible and powerful ways, because your reality always mirrors your energetic identity. So let this be your shift. Right now, feel the gratitude. Let it rise in your chest, not for what you hope to get, but for what is already on its way, for what is already being prepared in your favor. And as this new energy settles in, I want you to anchor it deeply by writing in the comments below, "Gratitude reprograms my mind for abundance. I am aligned with wealth now." Write it, speak it, feel it. Let the words become more than text. Let them be a transmission to the universe and a command to your subconscious. Because what we're about to explore next will take this alignment even further. You'll discover the exact technique to thank the universe in advance, before the money arrives, and why this one shift can accelerate your manifestations faster than anything else you've ever tried. Stay with me. Your frequency is rising. Now that your mind is starting to rewire itself for abundance and your energy is resonating on a higher frequency, take a moment to recognize something. Most people never realize in time. This level of insight and activation is not common. What you're experiencing right now is a shift that many spend years searching for and never find. Most people will go their entire lives believing that money is only about hard work, strategy, and luck, completely unaware of the power they hold within their subconscious. But you're not most people. You're here right now, receiving a truth that has the power to transform your entire financial reality from the inside out. This content isn't entertainment, it's alignment. It's a transmission designed to elevate your frequency, activate your prosperity codes, and open doors that logic could never explain. And because you're here, tuned into this energy, you're being invited to go further. Click the like button and subscribe now, not as a casual gesture, but as a declaration. Let it be your way of telling the universe, I am ready for more. I choose this path. I stay in this vibration. Every video on this channel is a step deeper into abundance. Every message is a key to unlock more of your power, and those who stay close to this energy attract faster, manifest bigger, and live freer. You don't need to look anywhere else. You've found what works. The journey continues, and your next breakthrough is already waiting. Let's now enter one of the most powerful dimensions of manifestation that very few people truly understand. Yet it holds the potential to completely collapse time between your desire and its materialization. I'm talking about the technique of anticipatory gratitude, gratitude in advance. This is where you begin to express thankfulness not only for what you have, but for what is already arriving energetically, even before you can see it physically. This single shift can transform the speed, clarity, and magnitude of your manifestations, especially when it comes to attracting money, wealth, and financial opportunities. It is the energetic equivalent of planting a seed and celebrating the harvest as if it has already sprouted. And here's why it works so powerfully. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. This means that when you consistently express gratitude for something before it arrives, your subconscious assumes it is already part of your reality and begins aligning your behavior, your perception, and your energy field accordingly. Think about that for a moment. When you say, "Thank you, universe, for the $10,000 that is already on its way," you are speaking from a place of belief, not lack. You are anchoring yourself in certainty, in presence, in energetic possession of that money. You're not asking, you're not hoping, you are declaring. And this declaration does something very specific in your brain. It activates the reticular activating system, or RAS, a network of neurons in your brainstem that filters the information you receive from the world around you. The RAS is responsible for determining what you notice, what you prioritize, and what stands out in your awareness. So, when you begin giving thanks in advance for a specific financial goal, such as, "Thank you for the $5,000 bonus," your RAS begins to scan for patterns, signals, and opportunities in the world around you that match that declaration. You suddenly notice a business idea you had overlooked. You open an email that was sitting in your inbox with an unexpected payment. Someone offers you an opportunity you wouldn't have considered. Your subconscious begins to magnetize you toward the circumstances, conversations, and choices that align with the reality you're already thanking the universe for. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. This is quantum readiness. But the magic doesn't stop there. When you express anticipatory gratitude with genuine feeling, you also emit a high-frequency electromagnetic signal into the quantum field. Gratitude has been measured as one of the highest emotional frequencies a human can embody. And when that frequency is paired with belief and consistency, it sends a signal that is both coherent and commanding. The universe, which is fundamentally vibrational, responds to clarity. It doesn't respond to wishful thinking or fear-based begging. It responds to the vibrational signature of someone who already knows they are supported. And anticipatory gratitude generates that signature with precision. You are no longer in the vibration of lack, you are now in the vibration of reception. And when you are in the vibration of reception, abundance flows in your direction effortlessly. This is why you'll often hear high-level manifestors speak in terms of already received. They don't say, I hope I get it. They say, it's done, it's mine, it's already here. These are not just affirmations, they are vibrational declarations, and gratitude is the emotional bridge that makes those declarations magnetic. Let's bring this into practice right now. Imagine the exact amount of money you desire. Be specific. Let it be a number that excites you, that stretches you, but still feels possible on a vibrational level. Maybe it's $1,000, maybe it's $10,000, maybe more. Now, close your eyes for a moment and say silently or aloud, thank you, universe, for the insert amount that is already on its way. I receive it with joy and trust. Feel the energy of those words. Feel the shift in your chest, the calm, the knowing. Let that emotion expand. This is what it means to vibrate as if it's already done. Because in the quantum realm it is. Time is not linear. All realities exist simultaneously. And when you match the energy of the version of you who already has what you desire, you begin collapsing timelines and accelerating the path to that outcome. Some people will say, but I don't want to lie to myself. And here's the truth. You're not lying. You're creating. You're choosing to align with the reality you want, instead of unconsciously reinforcing the one you're trying to change. Because every time you say, I don't have enough, you're reinforcing the current reality. But when you say, thank you for the money that is already flowing into my life, you begin anchoring into a new energetic field, and the universe responds accordingly. You can use this technique in so many ways. Before sleep, thank you for the peaceful rest and the financial clarity I will wake up with. Before paying a bill, thank you for the money that continues to circulate and return to me multiplied. Before checking your bank account, thank you for the increasing balance and new sources of income. Before a meeting, launch, or decision, thank you for the success and expansion that flows through this experience. The more specific and emotionally charged your gratitude, the more powerfully your subconscious begins to embody that truth. And when your subconscious shifts, your vibration shifts. And when your vibration shifts, everything changes. Now, to anchor this frequency right now, I want you to write in the comments, thank you, universe, for the money that is already flowing to me. I receive it fully. Let this be your vibrational signature. Let it mark the moment you stopped hoping and started embodying. Let it become the portal through which your financial transformation begins. Because from this point forward, you're no longer manifesting from lack. You're manifesting from completion, certainty, and power. And where we go next will show you exactly how this vibration becomes visible, measurable, and real in your life. Stay connected. Your energy is only getting stronger. Let me now take you into a story, not fiction, not fantasy, but an energetic reflection of what becomes possible when someone fully commits to the practice of gratitude. This story will help you see just how quickly things can shift when the inner frequency changes. Because while you've just learned how anticipatory gratitude speaks directly to the subconscious and commands the quantum field, sometimes the greatest proof comes through real-life transformation, tangible, measurable, inspiring. So, let me introduce you to James. James was, in many ways, just like most people. A hard-working guy in his mid-30s, responsible, loyal, showing up every day for a job that paid the bills, but never really fulfilled him. He'd always heard about the law of attraction, had even read a few books, but deep down, he didn't fully believe that something as simple as gratitude could change his financial situation. His mind was analytical, skeptical, wired for logic and numbers, not for energy, emotion, or metaphysics. But that changed one night. He stumbled upon a video, not unlike this one, and something about the energy, the message, the words, it reached him. It wasn't about hype. It wasn't about promises of overnight success. It was a reminder, a deep remembering, that money is energy, and that gratitude is the switch that flips scarcity into abundance. And for the first time, James made a decision. He said to himself, I have nothing to lose. What if I just try this for real? Not half-heartedly, not skeptically, but fully, every single day. That night, he wrote in a small notebook beside his bed, "Thank you, universe, for the $2,000 that is already flowing to me. I don't know how, but I know it's on its way." And then he closed his eyes, repeated it 3 more times silently, and allowed himself to fall. Asleep, not in worry, but in the feeling of already having received it. The next morning he woke up and did it again, this time with more feeling. He visualized the $2,000 hitting his bank account. He imagined what he'd do with it, not to spend it frivolously, but to relieve some pressure, to finally take a breath, to treat himself with care. He began to feel it, not as a distant hope, but as a lived, emotional reality. By the 3rd day, something shifted, not outside, yet, but inside. He felt lighter, calmer, more present. He started saying thank you for things he used to overlook: his hot shower, his car starting without issue, the $20 he had in his wallet. His nervous system began to relax, his vibration began to rise, and by the 5th day, something unexpected happened. At work, his manager pulled him aside. There had been a company-wide reassessment of unused budget for the quarter, and to James's surprise, he was being granted a discretionary performance bonus of $2,000. Just like that. No extra hours worked, no negotiation, no request made. The money he had been thanking the universe for before it ever showed up was now real, visible, confirmed. James couldn't believe it, but he could feel it. Something had shifted in him, and it wasn't just about the money. It was the awareness that he had participated in the process, that his gratitude had opened a portal that logic couldn't, that the universe had heard him because he finally spoke in its language. Trust, joy, alignment. From that day on, James never skipped his gratitude ritual, but he also started to expand it. He began thanking the universe not just for money, but for aligned friendships, new creative ideas, moments of peace, even solutions to problems he hadn't yet encountered. And over the next several weeks, he received not only unexpected income, but also a new job offer with more freedom, less stress, and a 25% higher salary. But perhaps most importantly, his identity changed. He no longer saw himself as someone who had to hustle for every penny. He began to embody the version of himself who was supported, guided, provided for, who could co-create with the universe instead of pushing against life. And from that inner shift, his outer reality continued to transform. And here's the deeper lesson. James is not special. He didn't meditate for hours a day. He didn't take a vow of silence or move to the mountains. He simply made a choice, a consistent, aligned choice, to live in gratitude before there was evidence. And that choice altered his subconscious, elevated his frequency, and turned him into a magnet for financial expansion. Now, I'm sharing this story not just to inspire you, but to show you what's possible when you stop reacting to your circumstances and start creating from energy. Because every time you say thank you for something that hasn't arrived yet, you are doing exactly what James did. You are bending reality, commanding the field, and inviting prosperity to come find you. So now it's your turn. Imagine your own story. Visualize yourself just a few days from now, smiling, reading an email, opening a notification, receiving money, feeling the shift. Let it be real. Let it be vivid. Let it be yours. And to make it even more real, write this in the comments right now. I am already thankful for the financial blessings on their way to me. Let it be your declaration. Let it be your vibration. Let it be the first line in your own story of transformation. Because your breakthrough is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of energy. And your energy right now is more powerful than ever. Let's keep going. There's so much more waiting for you. Let's now take all the powerful knowledge you've absorbed and bring it into daily motion, because transformation doesn't happen through information alone, but through embodied repetition. The real magic lies in the rituals you create, in what you do with your energy every single day. So I want to introduce you now to a daily gratitude ritual, a practice that will become your energetic anchor, your alignment tool, your vibration reset for abundance. This ritual is not complicated. In fact, its simplicity is part of its power. Because the subconscious doesn't need drama or complexity, it needs consistency, emotion, and clear signals. And when you commit to this ritual daily, even for just a few minutes, you will begin to experience a quantum shift in the way money moves toward you, how it stays, how it expands, and how you feel in relation to it. Here's how to begin. Start by choosing a quiet moment in your day, ideally in the early morning, when your brain is still in a theta state and most receptive to new programming, or at night before sleep, when the mind is slowing down and the subconscious is preparing to integrate. You can also do both, morning to set the tone, evening to seal it in. Find a notebook that will become your gratitude journal for abundance. Make it beautiful. Make it intentional. This is not just paper, this is a sacred container for your frequency. When you sit down with it, you are not writing notes, you are crafting your new financial reality. Step 1. Write down 3 things you are grateful for that are already present in your life. These can be related to money, but they don't have to be. The goal is to open your heart, to get into the vibrational frequency of appreciation. It could be, I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for the coffee I enjoyed this morning. I'm grateful for the $50 I received last week. Feel each one. Don't just list them, live them in your body for a moment. Let your nervous system feel safe, abundant, present. This frequency is your foundation. Step 2. Write a statement of gratitude for something you desire, but write it in the past or present tense, as if it has already happened. This is where anticipatory gratitude activates your subconscious and commands the quantum field. Be specific, be intentional. Write it in a way that makes your body respond. For example, thank you, universe, for the $10,000 I received this month. I'm so grateful for my new client who paid in full. Thank you for the financial peace I now feel every day. The trick here is emotional congruence. As you write it, your job is to feel it. Let your body imagine the result. Feel the expansion in your chest, the smile on your face, the calm in your belly. Visualize the notification on your phone. Hear the sound of the bank deposit. Taste the freedom that comes from receiving. This emotional imprint is what speaks to the subconscious and turns your words into energetic commands. Step 3. Pause, breathe, and let the vibration settle. Close your eyes for 30 to 60 seconds and allow yourself to embody the state of abundance. You've just written it. You've felt it. Now live it for a moment. Let your brain and your energy calibrate to that new state. You are no longer imagining. You are remembering. You are becoming. Do this daily, even on days when you don't feel like it, especially on days when you feel disconnected or doubtful, because those are the days when your vibration needs reinforcement the most. The subconscious reprograms through repetition. The more you write and feel these truths, the more real they become, because the brain begins to accept them as the new normal. And once the subconscious accepts something as normal, the universe has no choice but to respond in kind. Now let me be real with you. The shift might not always come in the way you expect. Sometimes the results are immediate. A payment comes in, a job offer appears, a friend repays a forgotten debt. Other times, the shift is internal first. You begin feeling safer, clearer, more open. Then, little by little, the outer reality begins to reflect the new vibration. But either way, it is working. It is always working. And there's a deeper benefit to this ritual that goes beyond money. When you live in this frequency of daily financial gratitude, you begin to trust life. You feel less like you're fighting against time and circumstances, and more like you're flowing with divine timing. You feel supported, guided, empowered. And that energy is magnetic. One of the most powerful outcomes of this practice is that it dissolves the illusion of separation between you and your desires. You no longer see abundance as something out there that you have to chase. You begin to see it as something in here, already yours, already activated, already unfolding. And this is why it's not just a ritual, it's a recalibration, a daily realignment with your true nature, abundant, limitless, connected to source. Because you are not here to survive, you are here to thrive. You are not here to scrape by, you are here to overflow. And every time you sit down with your journal and write from that place of gratitude, you're saying yes to that truth again and again until it becomes your default frequency. Now, to deepen this ritual and give it power beyond the notebook, I want you to speak your gratitude into the field. Declare it publicly, energetically, vibrationally. In the comments below, type, "I choose daily gratitude as my path to unlimited abundance." This is not just a comment, it's a signal, a vibrational imprint, a ripple of energy that says, "I am serious, I am committed, I am aligned." Let your voice be part of this collective field of receivership. Let your energy rise with every word. Let the universe respond, because you're no longer wishing, you're vibrating. And vibration is how reality bends. Keep going. We're just getting started. You've just been given a ritual that has the power to rewire your subconscious, shift your energetic frequency, and align you daily with the vibration of wealth. Most people never learn this. They go their entire lives reacting to money instead of creating a relationship with it. They wait for circumstances to change before they decide to feel abundant. But you right now are no longer waiting. You're leading. You're choosing a new vibration. This level of awareness is rare. This kind of guidance isn't everywhere. It's sacred, it's precise, and it works when practiced with intention. That's why what you're receiving here isn't just content, it's calibration. Every word, every technique, every ritual is crafted to raise your frequency and collapse the timeline between where you are and where your financial abundance already exists. So honor this moment, claim this path, click the like button and subscribe now. Let that simple action become a bold declaration. I don't miss this energy. I stay connected to what transforms me. Because every new video on this channel is designed to take you deeper, to keep your vibration high, to make sure you're always in alignment with wealth, expansion, and divine flow. Abundance rewards consistency. So stay here, stay present, stay inside the frequency of your breakthrough. You are being guided for a reason, and you're exactly where you need to be. Let's continue the journey, deepening the emotional connection to this transformational practice. Now that you've been given the daily ritual to align your frequency with financial abundance, it's essential to address a critical element that most people overlook: what to avoid when practicing gratitude. Because not all gratitude is created equal. It's not enough to just say the words. It's not enough to go through the motions. Gratitude is not a checklist. It is not another task to complete. Gratitude, in its purest and most magnetic form, is an emotional vibration, a frequency you must feel with your entire being. And here's where many people unintentionally disconnect from the power of the practice. They turn it into a routine, devoid of emotional energy. Let's be honest. Have you ever written or spoken affirmations that felt flat? Maybe you said, "I'm grateful for money," but inside you were filled with fear, resentment, or doubt. You wanted to believe it, but it felt forced. That's gratitude without embodiment. And while your intentions are good, the frequency is not aligned. Because the universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to the emotion behind the words. Think of it like music. A song played without heart, without rhythm, without soul. It doesn't move anyone. It's mechanical. But the same notes, played with passion and intention, create resonance. The same is true with your words of gratitude. They must be charged with the emotional energy of truth. You must feel as though what you're grateful for is already part of your life. This is the essence of vibrational alignment. So what exactly do you need to avoid? First, forced gratitude. This is when you try to fake gratitude for something you haven't yet made peace with. For example, you say, "I'm grateful for my financial situation," but deep down you're frustrated or anxious. You're trying to convince yourself without addressing the root feeling. That dissonance creates energetic confusion. Instead of raising your frequency, it keeps you split between truth and performance. Instead, approach those moments with honesty. You can say, "I'm learning to feel grateful for the money I have now," or "I'm shifting my relationship with money every day." These statements still move you into alignment, but they don't require you to deny what you feel. Authenticity carries more power than perfection. Second, gratitude without presence. Many people rush through their gratitude list as if it's just another chore. "I'm grateful for my bed, my job, my health," next. But there's no pause, no reflection, no feeling. And without emotion, your words are just sound waves. The subconscious doesn't respond. The vibration doesn't shift. Presence is what turns your practice into a portal. When you write that you're grateful for your income, stop for a moment and feel what that income allows. Imagine your home, your meals, your ability to support your family, your internet access, your phone. Let the emotion arise. Let your heart soften. That's when your energy begins to align. Third, gratitude spoken from fear. This is subtle, but powerful. Sometimes people say thank you with an undertone of worry. I'm grateful for this money, but I hope it doesn't run out. Or, I'm grateful for this opportunity, but I better not mess it up. That energy of anxiety mixed with gratitude sends a confused message to the universe. Instead, let gratitude be an act of trust. Let it be a signal that you are safe, that you are supported, that what you desire is already arriving. Let go of timelines. Let go of control. When gratitude becomes unconditional, when you're thankful without needing the outcome to prove itself, that's when the universe opens wide. And here's something deeper. True gratitude is not dependent on circumstances. It's a state of being. You can be in the middle of debt and still be aligned with abundance through gratitude. You can be waiting for a job, a payment, or a breakthrough and still say thank you with full heart. Because gratitude is not about having, it's about receiving before the having. It's about claiming the reality before it shows up. The truth is, the universe isn't testing you, it's mirroring you. And when your energy reflects deep, genuine gratitude, not because of what you see, but because of what you know, it accelerates the manifestation process. It speeds up timelines. It aligns unseen forces in your favor because your frequency is clear, it's coherent, it's magnetic. So check in with yourself. When you speak your affirmations, are you connected to the feeling? When you write your gratitude list, do you pause long enough to feel your heart expand? When you thank the universe in advance, do you embody the version of you who already has what you're calling in? If not, there's no shame, only awareness. And awareness gives you choice. From this moment on, you can choose to slow down, to breathe, to feel, to allow each thank you to become a sacred offering, a signal that carries emotion, truth, and readiness. Because gratitude is not about saying the right words, it's about becoming the right frequency. It's the emotion behind the affirmation that creates the transformation. It's the sincerity behind the ritual that calls in the abundance. It's the alignment behind the practice that opens the doors. So, let's anchor this understanding now. In the comments below, type this phrase to affirm your new level of clarity and emotional connection. I express gratitude with emotion, presence, and trust. Abundance is already mine. Write it slowly. Feel the words as you type them. Let it be a vibration, not just a statement. Because from here we're going even deeper. You're going to discover how to protect your vibration, how to amplify your emotional signal, and how to make sure that your daily practice of gratitude becomes the gateway to unstoppable financial flow. You're doing powerful work, and the results are already aligning. Let's keep moving. Now that you've learned the power of authentic gratitude and how it becomes a magnetic frequency when paired with emotion and presence, it's time to bring everything you've absorbed so far into your energy field right now, because knowledge alone doesn't shift reality. Activation does. You've aligned your thoughts, you've begun to understand the language of abundance. And now it's time to speak that language fluently with your entire body, mind, and energy. This is the moment when we no longer talk about gratitude, we become it. I want you to slow your breath and bring your full awareness into this moment. Wherever you are, sitting, lying down, walking, just take one conscious inhale, then exhale slowly, intentionally. Feel the present moment wrapping around you like a warm current. You are safe here, you are supported, and you are surrounded by infinite potential. Now I'm going to guide you into a powerful energetic activation. This isn't just an affirmation, it's a frequency encoding, a way of syncing your internal vibration with the exact energy of abundance. This phrase, when spoken with emotion and clarity, becomes a command to your subconscious and a signal to the universe. It dissolves scarcity. It expands your receiving channel. It tells money, I am ready. You are welcome here. Repeat these words out loud with me, slowly and intentionally. Let each word move through your body, not just as sound, but as energy. Say it once, say it again, and with every repetition, say it with more feeling, more trust, more certainty. I am grateful for the money I have and for the money that is on its way. I am a magnet for prosperity. Again, I am grateful for the money I have and for the money that is on its way. I am a magnet for prosperity. One more time, now fully embodying the version of you who already lives this truth. I am Grateful for the money I have and for the money that is on its way. I am a magnet for prosperity. Let the words vibrate through you. Let them settle into your chest, your solar plexus, your nervous system. Let your cells remember what abundance feels like. This is who you are. Not someone who is waiting, but someone who is already aligned, already receiving, already resonating with the flow of wealth. Now notice something. After repeating that affirmation, your energy has shifted. There's more. Calm. More openness, more space. This is exactly what we mean when we talk about vibrational coherence. When your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and your body are all moving in the same direction, you become undeniably magnetic to prosperity. And here's the deeper reason this activation works. You're combining gratitude for what is already here with trust in what is still arriving. That combination, present appreciation plus future certainty, creates a bridge between timelines. It tells the quantum field, I already have it, it's already done. And the quantum responds with speed because your vibration is no longer requesting, it's receiving. But this energy doesn't stop when the words end. It lingers, it expands. It calls in new experiences that match it. So every time you feel yourself slipping into doubt or fear about money, come back to this affirmation. Speak it aloud, whisper it before bed, write it in your journal. Let it be your reset, your alignment, your personal wealth mantra. This is how you train your vibration to stay consistent. And now I want you to do something important, not just for you, but for the field we're creating together in this space. I want you to take this vibration and anchor it publicly, because when you declare it, you amplify it. When you write it, you embody it. And when others see it, they feel permission to rise too. So right now, in the comments, write this phrase: gratitude activates my abundance. Let those 4 words be a declaration, a signature, an energetic stamp. As you type them, feel them, visualize them echoing through your timeline, your bank account, your future self, because your energy is speaking louder than ever. Your field is already shifting, and in the next step of this journey, we're going to explore exactly how to protect this vibration, sustain it, and build an energetic environment around you that keeps your frequency high and your manifestations flowing with ease. Stay here, stay open. Your abundance is unfolding with every breath. Let's seal everything we've just activated with the energy of completion, but not conclusion, because this journey doesn't end here. What you've just stepped into is a higher vibrational path that's only beginning to unfold. You've learned how to feel gratitude from a place of power, not obligation. You've discovered how to align with prosperity, not through effort, but through energy. And now, as we close this chapter of our time together, I want you to let one truth echo in your heart over and over again. The more you give thanks, the more reasons the universe gives you to keep thanking. Let that sink in, because it's not just poetic, it's universal law. Every time you embody the frequency of gratitude, you are casting a vote for the version of you that already lives in abundance. Every thank you speak becomes a magnet, a pull, a signal that shapes reality around you. So when you wake up tomorrow, I want you to remember something important. This energy you're feeling right now isn't temporary. It's not something that only works in the moment. This is a frequency you can return to again and again by choice, by practice, by presence. You are building a new identity, one that attracts prosperity with ease, because it no longer fears or chases. There will be days when your mind wants to slip back into doubt. That's natural. But now you know what to do. You have the tools, you have the words, you have the rituals, and most importantly, you have the vibration, the inner knowing that money is not something outside of you. It's a frequency, and you, right now, are aligned with it more than ever before. You've practiced gratitude for what you already have. You've felt into the energy of what's coming. You've activated your subconscious, you've raised your vibration, you've declared your truth into the field, you've become magnetic, and the ripple effect of that will continue long after this video ends. But we don't. Stop here, because your next level is already waiting. The next layer of expansion, the next surge of financial flow, the next energetic upgrade, it's already in motion. And in our next video, I'm going to give you something incredibly special. A 3-minute exercise so powerful, so focused, that it activates your money frequency instantly. You'll learn how to shift into abundance on command, collapse limiting beliefs in real time, and create a vortex of attraction that pulls opportunities, clients, sales and financial miracles toward you effortlessly. You won't need more time. You'll need more alignment. And this next practice will show you exactly how to get there. Because your journey with the law of attraction isn't just about waiting for money to appear. It's about becoming the person who expects it, attracts it, holds it, multiplies it, and uses it with purpose. You're not manifesting for ego. You're manifesting for expansion, for service, for freedom, for the life you came here to live. So stay in this frequency. Let today's work settle deep in your nervous system. Let your subconscious absorb it fully. Let your actions tomorrow reflect the truth you've claimed today. And above all, stay in the practice. Stay in the gratitude. Stay in the receiving. Now, one last thing before we close this space together. I want you to anchor this moment with a final declaration in the comments below. Type, "Gratitude is my wealth code. The universe is multiplying my blessings now." Rewire. This be the final imprint you leave here, a vibrational fingerprint on the field. Let it ripple outward. Let it call more abundance into your life. Let it remind you who you are, a divine creator, a master of energy, a magnet for miracles. And then, come with me to the next video, because what we're about to unlock next will take everything we've done and amplify it beyond what you ever thought possible. You're ready. Let's go.